Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. And it's Nesta. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now he's got space here. Araujo cuts out the pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm wriggles his way through. Lahm plays it in. Punched away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Harness! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf ploughing through the middle, delivered low, and he's taking no chances there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Arsenal are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And here's Seedorf. Lahm. That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, some astute defending there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hernus goes short. Shot could be on. And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Vieira. Arsenal are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Mbappe. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Pelé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That pass isn't the best. Lahm.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Crosses it in.
Added time.
Some resolute defending there. And here's Mbappe. Ibrahimovic. He's having a hit! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Arsenal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Arsenal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Marcelo. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Ferdinand. Now Hoeneß. And it's Hullet. Seedorf. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ibrahimovic. Marcelo. Seedorf. Defending was strong and firm. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field, number 9, Eto'o.
He's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Eto'o. And it's Lam. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Lam, and they can counter here. Lam carries the ball down the right. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 22.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Threads one in. Pullet picks it up out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Mateus. And he's forced to go back. Bale. And it's Vieira. And this is Bale. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Vieira. And here's Hullet. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
One 0 as we head towards the end.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nice control. Yaya Toure. And a chance! Superb from Hullet! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Vieira makes the interception. Nedved, and it's Bale. And the number on the board is 3. Vieira does well to get it back. Referee has just said play on. And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. And so welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rafael Varane.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Seedorf. Vieira. Hernes. Can he get on the end of... Shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's an excellent interception. Vieira. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good ball! Arsenal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Looking to play him in. Pele quietly revving up. And here's Dembele.
Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Oh, shooting chance! Vieira.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. This looks promising. Now Seedorf. Hoeneß does really well there. He's having a hit! Vieira. Marcelo. Lahm. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Lahm looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lahm. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. Pele. That's the end of the first 45. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Arsenal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Arsenal just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Oh, good read. Collar, never the sort to be shot shy. He is through here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can clear their lines.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Good work on the right flank here.
Number 9,
And this is Eto'o.
Number 18,
Played through for the wide man, and he's managed to get free. And it's Seedorf. Collar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Hoeneß. Roberto Carlos looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now that looks a decent ball. Still just a single goal between the sides. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Koller. Passing is crisp and sharp. Koller constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ernest. Vieira. Now it's Eto. So what can they make of this? And it's Lam. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Now it's Bale. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Ernest picks it up out wide. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14, Panis.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Hazard. And that's aimed into... Getting up there! It's loose, and there's... Oh, what has happened here? Ball is over the line. Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Vieira. And it's Bale. Could move up a gear here. Aimed beyond the defence. Eze. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yaya Toure. That is a brilliant interception. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Bale. And he's let fly. Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hullet, spread out to the left. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Eze powering forward here. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Mateus. Vieira. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mateus, Lam. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly they have the result that was of paramount importance. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Seedorf. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. It's an inviting looking ball that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Arsenal are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And here's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vieira. So it is still 0-0. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Lam is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, some astute defending there. He's shifting through the gears here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Marcelo. Oh, sweet feet. Marcelo made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Out towards the flank. Crosses it, impressive jump! Goal! Arsenal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Marcelo is herring after that one. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Seedorf. Aimed beyond the defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So what can they make of this? Vieira. Nesta. Araujo. This is a promising build-up. Shot could be on. Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's definitely not his best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Just past the 40th minute mark. And it's Ibrahimovic looking to pass their way up the pitch. Seedorf. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Roberto Carlos. Now what about the... Getting up there! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it. And he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Arsenal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Ibrahimovic, será reemplazado por el dorsal 14.
So we're off again. Seedorf. Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hernes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through, so back it comes. Big chance! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 13.
Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
El dorsal 9.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Serán sustituidos.
Passing
por
is crisp
el
and
dorsal
sharp.
8, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 23. Bale.
Ibrahimovic
El dorsal
could complete a
19.
hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Bale. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Ferdinand.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Gives it back.
And now they've got a chance.
It's Bale! Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem it.
Hernes! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Cambio de jugadores.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And here's Schneider. Lovely bit of skill. Roberto Carlos. Great chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Lahm. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Hullet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Eto'o. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! Great football, shot and save. Corner number 2 then. Vieira plays it short. Vieira.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos.